Hi guys and dolls, this is Vintage or Tacky again for Beauty from the Earth. Crystal, the owner of Beauty from the Earth, asked me to make a video showing you guys how to apply eyeshadow wet. I guess a lot of you had questions about it, and it's not something that is widely talked about. It's kind of assumed that people know, and not everyone does know. There are many different ways to apply your eyeshadow wet. You can, I kind of explained a little bit of it in the video, but you can scoop eyeshadow out of the jar and put it into a palette. You can mix it in the lid. You can just get your brush wet. You can mix the eyeshadow and your whatever mixing medium that you're using together in the lid of the jar or in a palette like this. Why apply your eyeshadows wet? It basically will make your colors appear more vibrant. With duochrome colors, it can help to bring out some of that duochrome effect. It reduces the amount of fallout that you have. It's just overall a really great tool when applying eyeshadows wet. Some mixing mediums that I just want to go over really quickly. I use Fix Plus from MAC. It just happens to be my favorite, but you can also use Visine. I know that MAC also sells a mixing medium from their Pro line. It's kind of hard to get your hands on, which is why I don't even have the MAC mixing medium. You could use, Ben Nye has a final seal or liquid seal or something like that you could also use. Or you could just use plain old tap water, purified water, something like that. What you don't want to do is get tap water and put it in a spray bottle and continue to use it for, you know, a few weeks or something like that, or even 1 week, because bacteria will grow in that and you don't want bacteria in your eyes because eye infection's not so much fun. So I hope that this video is helpful for those of you who had questions about applying eyeshadows wet, and if you have any more questions, feel free to ask them down below. I'll go ahead and answer them for you, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing that you need is an eyeshadow. I'm using Peacock. It is a beautiful turquoise, kind of a teal color with a greenish gold reflect. And applying it wet will make that duotone or duochrome-ness of that color come out even more. I'm going to be using a low Cornell brush. I like to use synthetic bristles or ones like this. This is natural bristles, but it's an inexpensive brush. I think this costs like $2 at Michael's Crafts. You could try Hobby Lobby or whatever craft store you have near you. And then the next thing that you'll need is a mixing medium. You can use plain old water from the tap. You could use purified water. But a lot of companies actually sell mixing mediums. MAC sells them, Ben Nye sells them. Two that I have here on hand, this is Visine eye drops. You can totally use eye drops. A lot of people use this, in fact. In a pinch, if I can't find this or whatever, or if I'm going out of town, I'll bring Visine instead of bringing this big old thing. But my mixing medium of choice is definitely Fix Plus because you can spray the brush. Now there's a couple of different ways to actually get the water and the eyeshadow mixed. One of the most sanitary ways to mix your eyeshadow with the water or whatever mixing medium that you're using is to get a little palette. Mine has little wells in it, so it makes it really easy to mix several colors. This is especially good if you're a makeup artist, and so you'll be applying your makeup to other people. But if you're just, you know, the average everyday person and you just use your own eyeshadow, you can mix it in the cap of the eyeshadow if you wish, and then, you know, once a month go through all your lids and sanitize them. Or what I like to do is spray the brush with the Fix Plus, and this is kind of specific to that one product, and then I'll get some eyeshadow from the jar and mix it in the lid. And you can get it really wet, and also you can spray it in the jar. And then you basically mix it together using your brush, and you're basically making kind of like an eyeshadow paint. So everyone is different, so I can't give like specific directions on, you know, a formula or something, but basically a squirt or two will pretty much do it. And just wait till, by doing it more and more often, you will come up with a consistency that you are happy with. So I mixed some of that up, and I'm just going to apply it to my eye lid, not my eyeball. And it's just a little bit too wet, I think. It's cool though. So as you can see, it's basically just like an eyeshadow paint. And it makes your eyeshadows a lot more vibrant. It reduces the amount of fallout that you have. And you can see how much product, how it actually spreads the product further. Because I'm doing a whole other lid without having to re-dip. Okay, and then what I like to do once I get the eyeshadow on wet, before it completely dries, I like to go over the outer edge with a like fluffy blending brush. This one's from Sonia Kashuk. It helps it not have a harsh line to it. So if you're going to be, you could either just go out with like this, because bright blue eyeshadow is really, really fun. Or if you're going to be adding more colors, it helps start to create that transition, just like you would blend if you had applied the eyeshadow dry. And as you can see, I don't have any fallout. So this is definitely my personal preferred method for applying any kind of loose eyeshadow or mineral eyeshadow to the eye. If it's a matte color, I still try to see if I can apply it dry before I apply it wet, just because it's so much easier. Now with pressed eyeshadows, I don't do matte colors wet. But definitely with loose ones, I pretty much always will apply the lid color wet, just because it makes my life so much easier. It makes the color more vibrant and more fun. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much for the rest of this look, because this is really just, the intention of this video was just to show you guys how to apply eyeshadows wet. But I am going to just do a couple things just to finish it up. I'm just applying a white eyeliner into this inner corner. And then I'm just going to blend that out. Then I'm just taking Wisper eyeshadow from Beauty from the Earth, and I'm going to apply it over where I applied the white eyeliner. And just blend that into Peacock. Okay, so I just put mascara on. I'm not going to put any eyeliner on. Sometimes I like to wear crazy blue eyeshadow like this and just have that be all I do. It kind of reminds me of when I first started getting into makeup. Anyway, so take the bangs down. So whatever. So anyway, that is how you apply eyeshadow wet. I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, leave them below and I will be answering them. So really quickly, I'm just going to show you a couple of eyeshadows applied wet because it really brings out their intensity. This first one is the color that I have in my eyes, and you can just see it better on my hand. How like crazy pigmented that is. And with this method, it's only my brush that's a little bit damp because I just cleaned it from doing this video. I'll do another one. This is Lemon. Makes it almost look like metallic, almost like liquid metal or something. I'm going to show you this one. Is called Pewter. It's a pewter color. Duh. So as you can see, it's like a high color or high shine color now. Next I'm taking Addicted. This is one of my favorites from Beauty from the Earth. It's just a nice metallic red. Not to compare them to another company, but this is very similar, but in my opinion better than the red half of the Milady Duo from MAC or the Danger Zone. Those are both discontinued and highly sought after, but Beauty from the Earth sells it for only $6.50, so yay! And again, this is Vintage or Tacky for Beauty from the Earth, and I'll see you guys later.